Hello everybody and welcome to Weekly Dividend Investing. We're currently sitting at $1,800 total invested with a weekly change of $28.05 and a portfolio size of $1,956.60. Now, as you can see by the title of this video, we're actually reporting on the previous 2 weeks, the $1,700 week and the $1,800 week, because I actually did not record $1,700 week. I completely forgot to do it. So the values I have here are actually kind of just estimated, copy and pasted. The only thing I changed was the ORC value because I ended up putting $60 into this right after, so you can see the change there a little bit. But in terms of the actual growth from these 2 days, you're looking at about, looks like $70, $75 of growth in the past 2 weeks. So stocks have been going hella up, which is awesome to see. But if we report on the actual growth from each stock, you can see ORC is up almost $100, ARR is up almost $60, $70. But you do have to take into account the ones that we did just invest in. So let's see here. A lot of stocks are up, it looks like. Let's go ahead and just go to the stocks tab here so we can go over it real quick. So we're sitting at $156 profit from the $1,800 that we've total invested. I didn't end up investing a little bit into each one that had some remainder in cents, just so it can even it out. So now for each investment that we're going to end up doing, it's only going to be a whole number instead of a partial. I don't really know why I was doing cents. It's just easier to look at now if we do whole numbers. For next week that we end up investing for the $1,900, we're going to do the 50/64 and make that into a round number, so it'll be like 51. But that being said, we are looking at ORC, still kind of our biggest lead in the profit category with a 13% profit. However, AGNC is at 15% as well, so that's actually beating us percentage wise, but overall, based off on what we actually invested, ORC is in the lead just with pure monetary profit. AAR in second place with 38, USOI in third place with 28, and then we have everybody else in around 5s and 7s, which is, this is actually looking pretty good so far, considering we are still in the first year of investing, right? We're still on week 18, which is close to a third of the way until the end of the year, so we're doing pretty good so far. And for those of you who are new to this channel, for the reasons why I'm investing into any of these, so these 4 up here are my big high yielding dividend stocks. As a lot of people like saying, they're kind of like more yield traps. Personally for me, they are working at this time. And I've said this in each video, I will stop investing in these and I'll probably end up selling them when their yields are no longer profiting as desired. But as you can see, just with how I've been investing, it's currently still working out. So 13% over 18 weeks is still a lot better than 13% over a year. So any sort of return that is above the standard for when it comes to investing, those are good returns, right? And I think the standard is anywhere from 8 to 12% is the standard investment strategy. But of course, I do have a mixture of ETFs as well that I'm investing in with SCHD, Main, and VOO. Actually, I don't even think Main's an ETF, but it's one of my more safer stocks I'm investing in that has really good long-term growth. As you can see, Main has 8% yield actually. I'm not really sure why these are negative. They did just change their values, so I had to modify this a little bit so that it could work. So it's working now, but I'm not really sure why the yields are negative, but just ignore the negative sign on these. But yeah, these 3 are kind of like my retirement stocks. I actually invest into a majority of these for my 401k. I actually don't think I have Main anymore, but I am adding VTI and one other. But for stocks I'm just playing around with now, these are the ones that I'm doing the $100 a week. I might start introducing some more tech-related stocks in the upcoming weeks. They're not going to be that high in dividend payouts, but they are going to be just some stocks that I'm invested into and hoping that they're going to grow. So do expect that for next week. But like I said, for the past 2 weeks, we are up like $75, which is kind of nuts. It has brought our percent profit up from 4% to last reported to 8%, which is awesome. And like I said, 8% out of 18 weeks is, you multiply that by 3, you're looking at 24% for the year. So good stuff. Let's go ahead and go to the next category here. So dividends, here's where I report all of my dividends in these nice little columns, easy to read. We've had a lot since the last video. PSCC, USOI, ORC, PBR, and ARR, all paying a hefty amount. And then we have some more reportings for March, but we haven't actually hit those areas yet, so we're just keeping them reported down here. But you can see ARR with a 487 coming in very clutch, and then the USOI coming in with 723 has also been amazing, and then ORC coming in with the 519 as well. But if we actually jump to our calendar here, you can see highest day is at 723. We finished off the month of January at 1148, and we have actually finished up the month of February at $19.67. So it is our highest performing month so far, which is awesome. And we're already projected at $7.93 for the month of March. So we're doing pretty solid in terms of monthly payouts. And I want to pull this up real quickly here because we have $1,800 invested, right? So not do that. 19.67 divided by 1,800. You're looking at 1% per month. You multiply that by 12. You're looking at 13% per year just in dividends. And just to give an example, if you had like 100,000 and you're investing in this times what? The 13, right? Times 100,000, right? This is how much you'd be earning yearly off of the 100,000 if you were currently investing on the strategy that I'm investing in. So, I mean, 13 grand off of the 100,000. That means on a mill to be 130,000 a year, which means you could technically retired be earning what? That's 6 figures, right? You could be earning 6 figures off of. So it's, of course, there's more risk with these because as people have been saying, dividend traps because they have high yields, but they're not that well performing. If you look at ORC in terms of how much money it has been dropping here, actually we can pull this up over a time span. Past 3 months has been pretty rocky. Year to date been pretty rocky, like, right? Because we started out at 840 and we're at 867 now. We've gone all the way down to 790, gone all the way up to 880. But if you look at the 1 year time span, ooh, that's a lot of red. That's down a whole 23%. If you look at the 5 year time span, that's down a whole 75%. If you look at the max, it's down a whole 88%. This is from 2013. So it is just what people, I believe, are willing to pay for the stock. I mean, everybody has their opinions on the stock itself in terms of what it's worth. I know there's a lot of formulas that you can be investing in and such to like dictate what the stock is worth. Personally, for me, it's just the fact that it's paying out so much in dividends and how little it's worth today at $8 a share. You know, I think that's kind of worth it if I'm going to be making $1.44 out of the $8 a year. That's pretty good in terms of percentage. I'll take that any day. So like I said, I'll continue investing in these ones just because it's working at the moment, and the moment it stops working, then I'll be first to say I'll stop investing in it. And then yeah, that's basically it. So take my videos with a grain of salt. Everything I'm doing, I don't have 100% terms of foreknowledge about it. I'm just doing it as I go. I am by no means a stock expert here. I'm just doing what I think is best, and I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. And you guys should do your own research before making any sort of assumptions. You can use my videos as proof of concept, I guess, but it's not going to be 100% every single time. As you can see, I'm kind of up really high as well from Dogecoin. Dogecoin has been nuts in the past month here. Look at this, literally what, 8 cents to 14 cents. Yeah. That's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, as always, comment, like, subscribe for more. Do hope to see you on the next one. Oh, also join my Patreon if you haven't done so already. I've had people ask about my stocks here, or sorry, about my Google Sheets. I post all of these on the Patreon. It's only $5 a month if you want, and you can have access to the sheet as much as you need. Every month I update it so that you guys can have access to the updated version, because this past month these weren't working as they were supposed to, so you actually had to change the formulas a little bit, so that's what I ended up doing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you all next time. Adios, have a fantabulous day. Peace.